Hi, sir and miss, good afternoon. Today I'm going to present the resorption of handcraft. Before my presentation, I would like to introduce about the project at first. So this project I mentioned us to design a cultural center which is linked with the Pura Tanjung Sabtu at Terengganu, and it also need to connect with our building scheme designed in Project 2. My design concept will be making relationship with the nature and site, improve the environment of site, solve a problem that the traditional handmade crafting faces, make the site and the craft restoration, and how to improve the economical and the life standard of the site. So I have done the site context, the macro site context, and it shows that the most tourist area at the beach part, and then it will few places. And the microsite context, the sun path, the wind direction, and the SWOT are designed. From the SWOT, we can found that this site have the good location, good view, good ventilation and lighting, but strong sunshine will let the temperature higher, and the transportation is poor, so that the river taxi will be provided in my design. And the sensory are also be done. So about the view, the sound, the smell, and it is divided into six direction to doing the site context. For the site response, natural ventilation and light. So the semi-open spaces will be used because it allow good ventilation, and it also allow limited sunlight. My building scheme will have the water floor, so it can combine with the green environment to reduce the temperature of the site. Due to our site is connected with the residential area, so we should think about how to reduce the impact of our cultural center to the residential area. And the view, due to the site have the good view, so that the glasses and the semi-open spaces will be used. The building location, because my building concept is talking about how to making the relationship with the site and the forest and the river, so that the right part are founded because it is have a good view, have good ventilation, and it also near to the river and the forest. These target users are found in the Malaysia tourist website. This is the bubble diagram. It shows about the connection between those spaces and the zoning of them and the river entrance and the land entrance. So because I'm doing the culture center, so I take a look and then I research for the produce of the batik, for the woodcraft, and we have go to the cultural center in KL and take a look with the crafts program that they are used. So this is the craft program of the batik, the craft program of the woodcraft, design development. So at the first, using the shape as my overall shape of the cultural center. Next, due to the brief given, so we can't change the Pura Tanjung Sabtu. So I found out which is the part of the Pura Tanjung Sabtu. After that, there are lack on the site, so I would like to let the river going into the site and then connected with the lake and making the relationship with the building. After that, the cultural center part is divided into two parts, which is workshop part and the facility part. So that the workshop part will divided again into workcraft and the batik workshop. And the facility part of the facility part are rise a floor level, because I need to let the river go through. And the end, I using the principle of hierarchy and the concept of layer, because these two types of the principle are commonly shows in the batik and woodcraft in Malaysia. This is a program in Thailand. It shows about the batik workshop, the woodcraft workshop, the office, the cafe, the lecture hall, the souvenir shop, and the night market. SOA. It's talking about like the spaces, the area, the zoning, the object, the open time, and the function. And it also include about the existing building of Pura Tanjung Satu. So I study about the human diagram, which in the batik workshop, in the woodcraft workshop, or having other activities like eating or drinking. So this is a circulation about the theories, and it is a circle for it, so that they can having a smooth circulation. And this is the vertical. The blue color arrow is the entrance, and the red color arrow is exit. This is a circulation of the craftsmen. It talks about that how they go from the residential of them to the workshop, the part that they are working. And this will be my mock-up model, this building placement model, and then this one is the missing model, mock-up model. And this will be my case study. This case study is talking about houses in Thailand, and I chose it is because it have the good relation with the nature, and it's talking about many semi-open spaces, and I take a look with its ventilation, its how to prevent the rainfall and reduce the temperature and increase the lighting. So this will be my key plan and the location plan. This one is the site plan. It shows that the residential area, the site, and the river are there. And this one is the ground floor plan. So the tourists go through the lobby. At the left side of them is the office. So if they need to get any information, they can directly go to the office. After that, they will go through a pathway which is decorated by the history, the panel that have mentioned about the history of those craft in the in two sides of them. After they go through the jetty, the front of them will be the cafe. So they need to go up the staircase at their left side. After they go out to the staircase, a library is shown at the front, and after they go through the library, so that they can go into the small lecture hall, having a 15 minutes brief. After that, they go through the dining area and then go down the staircase, and they will reach the batik workshop and the woodcraft workshop. By the way, the loading and unloading area is beside these two workshops, because the materials that used by this workshop will be refreshed at every days, and then it's massive very massive. So this is the reason I putting the loading and unloading area beside these two workshop. So if after the tourists experiencing the the craft, so that they can directly go through the souvenir shop and then go back to the car park. At the first floor plan, the first floor of the existing building will be using as the residence of the craftsmen and the gallery. So in this roof plan, it shows that the car park and then the small playground and the park. So the original function of this Pura Tanjung Satu nowadays is using as the small playground and the park of the resident in this kampong. And the small garden, the small park and the small garden are designing is to remain the function of them, don't making any trouble for them, for the resistance. And this this park is also can be using as like the childcare of the tourists from this cultural center. This will be the elevation, the front elevation, the rear elevation, the left elevation, the right elevation. So the section is show that the proportion of the human in the building. This one is section A, and section B, section C. So the explore, I let it become 5 layer in the explore axonometric. The first layer is first floor roof, second layer is first floor wall, and then first floor and ground floor roof, and the fourth is ground floor wall, and the last one will be ground floor. And those some views from the culture center, which is entrance pathway, the cafe, the exterior perspective, library, batik workshop, dining area, exterior perspective, and another exterior perspective. This will be the daylight view of the cultural center, and this one will be a nightlight view, because I have the night market in this cultural center at the night. And this one will be the construction. The construction is showing up the blow altitude and the specification of those elements in the cultural center. And the roof to the construction details are showing out also. So at the end, thank you.